Hey guys, welcome to Bookish Islander. My name is Juan, and today I'm going to be reviewing Mao II by Don DeLillo. Mao II was is a novel published in 1991 by the notoriously reclusive writer, American novelist Don DeLillo. The novel tells the story of another reluctant writer called Bill Gray, who's reluctantly taken out of his reclusive state, first by an insistent photographer who goes around making portraits of famous American writers, and secondly, and more importantly to the novel, he's taken out of his reclusive state when he's asked to mediate between the between the government and a Maoist terrorist group who has a famous Swiss writer held hostage in the city of Beirut in the Lebanon. So this novel deals a lot with terrorism. It is important to notice that this novel was written way before 9/11, because when I was reading this from a 2019 perspective, I kept thinking of 9/11, and of course this novel was written way before that. Of course, Don DeLillo has also written a novel about 9/11 called Fallen Man. I haven't read that one, so I can't say how it compared, but I read a reviewer who claimed, and I'm sorry I can't remember his name, claimed that this is DeLillo's best 9/11 writing, even though he wrote it way before. So it deals a lot with terrorism because, of course, a major part of the plot is this terrorist group who has this Swiss writer in hostage. But it also deals with terrorism as a force that, in a way, in modern consciousness, at least in 20th century consciousness, and I think the same could be argued in 21st century, in a 21st century context, has come to replace the novelist, or at least this is what the book very interestingly posits. So in a way, it's as if terrorist acts have killed writers, both figuratively but also literally, as you see if you read this novel, and this shouldn't really spoil anything, it's a very general comment. The novel, another thing that Mao II explores is the nature of crowds, and that's fascinating. And it does that by depicting different crowds. For instance, there's a depiction or a description of the Ayatollah Khomeini's funeral as seen mediated through Western television, which I found fascinating. There's also a description of a mass wedding. Cults, or a particular cult, also features here, and of course you could see terrorist groups as some kind of cult in a way. I don't want to go too much into that. Anyway, it's a fascinating book. It's not the easiest book to review because it's not the easiest book to read. It's very fragmentary in nature, its structure is very fragmentary. They're brilliant set pieces, but sometimes it can be hard for the reader to piece them together. But it's worth the effort, I think. So yeah, have you read Mao II? Are you au with DeLillo's work? Why don't you leave me a comment and let's keep talking about it down below in the comments. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I hope we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.